So this is going to be my last upgrade, at least until the next upgrade. I'm going to change this 160mm disc to a 203mm disc. Give it a bit more stopping power. I'm not going to change the rear one because that's already locking out and skidding, so there's no point. It'll just skid some more. So I'm just going to change the front one, and I think it should be a really quick job. Undo those bolts, fit the new one on. I bought a new adapter for this, I'll show you. And yeah, should be a 10-minute job. The first thing I'm going to take the wheel off. Don't press the brake once you've got the wheel off, or else your caliper will close up, so best to leave it. And I'm just going to unbolt that and put the new one on. Let's give it a go. So yeah, it should give about a 30% increase in stopping power, according to ChatGPT. And along with the new hydraulic brakes, which is basically double the stopping power, I'm thinking that should be about 130% increase from the original stopping power, which I think is required because it's quite a heavy bike. You know, it's definitely more than 30 kilos, and I'm 100 kilos conservatively, so it's probably more like 140 kilos. So you need a decent amount of stopping power, and these definitely made a huge improvement when I put the hydraulic brakes on. When I showed you in the last video, it was just incredible. So that's the old one, that's a new one, side by side. So huge increase in size. I'll put the new bolts on, of course, which I seem to have lost already. So the new ones have already got thread lock on there, which is good. So you see a little blue thread lock on there. I wouldn't advise tightening this with a power driver, because you don't want to strip your wheel. That would be annoying, wouldn't it? So let's get these on. I'll get back in a minute when I've finished tightening up, because this doesn't make really great content, does it? Fastening bolts. So, see you in a moment. Okay, so that's on nicely. Let's see if we can get it back on the bike. Actually, I'll put this on first. Let's look how this thing goes on, whether I've got the right one. Actually, I might have to undo everything in a minute when it doesn't fit. Right. Place those on the garden where I can lose them. I think that goes there, does it? Let's go that way round. It should say top somewhere. Doesn't on my one. I think that is the top. And the caliper goes there. Really? I think that goes there. I'm gonna go for it. See this disaster unfolding. I thought it was sitting on the back of the bracket, but it's not. It was just the tube needs adjusting because it's moved out a little bit. So yeah, don't nip these ones up fully. Let's just semi-nip them up, as it were. That's definitely tightened, isn't it? Yep. Right. on the ground, I think. So I get the wheel straight. It looks like it's alright. Let's clamp it up for it. Third one's a charm, as they say. These are a little bit thicker, and that's probably the reason, isn't it? It's going to need a little bit of manual adjustment. Really? Well, I'll get that sorted and get back. Okay, that's done. Not a squeak from it. Did a little bit of faffing around to get it exactly straight, but I guess that's, you know, when you use an adapter like that, it's probably acceptable, isn't it? Yeah, that's massive, isn't it? I'll give that a try and see what it's like. It's awesome. Let's get on it and have a go. Nearly. Don't forget to lift up the kickstand. What a difference that makes. 20 miles an hour here. Yes. Big difference. Big difference. No squeaks. Feel the tyres trying to skid. Front tyre massive difference. I'm only on speed setting 1, unrestricted. It's doing 20 odd miles an hour. It's ridiculous. Such a difference. You know, if you're doing 30 miles an hour, you want to be able to stop quickly, don't you? Let's stop at this white man. I'm doing 20 miles an hour. Yeah. Sorry about the wind and the rain. Not a sound coming from the brakes rubbing. It's perfect. That little adapter works really well. I had to put 2 washers behind the back of it just to move it away from the rotor a little bit. It was almost touching, so put a couple of washers on there. Put one washer on each side. That made a huge difference. Look at the speed. This is 23 miles an hour. I'm only in speed setting 1. It's ridiculous. Look at the stopping power. Yes, definitely worth swapping to 203mm rotors. The speed of this thing is ridiculous. It's 23 miles an hour. Speed setting 1. Show you what I did. I'll go home before it starts pissing it down. So yeah, I put this bracket on here and I put a washer behind the back of it just to take it away from the rotor a little bit. Just down there it was almost touching. And one washer's just lifted it out enough. So yeah, that adapter is perfect. I'll put the part number on Amazon. So yeah, that's 160mm to 203mm converter. Works perfectly. Very happy. I think that's the last thing I'm going to do for this bike for a while. I'm very satisfied with it. Satisfied with the braking now. And overall, it's perfection now with these hydraulic brakes on. You really feel it biting on the front now. I'm not sure how long the pads will last. One thing I would say is make sure you check your bike often, because I was riding it earlier, this bike, and I felt something wobbling. I thought it was something to do with the brakes, but it wasn't. The rear wheel, the bolts on the rear wheel had actually come loose. I don't know whether that's down to the motor or something else. Maybe I didn't tighten in the first place. But just make sure you double check everything from time to time, because you don't get your wheel coming off 30 miles an hour, do you? It feels perfect now, absolutely perfect. Look at it go, like a bloody motorbike. I need more gears. Run out of gears on level 1. So I'll put the link for the adapter and the rotor in the description if you want to get one. It's well worth it, I think. Definitely makes a significant difference to your stopping power. It didn't cost much either. £6 for the rotor, and I think another £6 for the adapter. I'm gonna get home before it rains. Ridiculously good now.